Good morning, everyone. How's everybody doing on this gloomy Monday morning? Yes, oh boy, I shouldn't have came in the light. I had no idea my wrinkles were showing like that. I don't get out the light. But anyway, I was getting ready to go shopping. I had called my son. I said, will you take me shopping? And he said yes. And he says that he has a baby. You know, the baby's with him. His girlfriend is at work. And he says that he had just gotten up. I take these glasses off because of the glare. He said that he had just gotten up and that he would be here in about an hour. And so the hour passed, And so I'm sitting here, I'm ready. I'm ready right now. I got on my little hot pink t-shirt and my black pants and, of course, my little hat that I wear most of the time I go out. I got a black one that I wear, unless I'm wearing my straw hat. I'm sitting here in my kitchen on my stool, y'all, because, well, I'll get to that in a minute. There's so much to tell this Monday morning. And I want to make sure I cover everything. And so, anyway, he says that as soon as he gets dressed, he hasn't had breakfast or something or other, and then he would be on. And so, I think about an hour and a half. He told me he'd be here in about an hour. And so about an hour and a half had passed by. I said, well, let me give him a text. And so I text him. And then he says, he can't find his car keys. He can't find his car keys? Well, that's a switch. That's a new one. But anyway, I guess he still hasn't found his car keys, because that was about an hour or so ago. He said he would be on as soon as he found his car keys. Okay, so I'm crocheting on my little ugly blankets and, putting a few stitches in there. Matter of fact, I went around the whole round, around this, when a blanket gets to be a certain age, a certain size, it takes a long time to do a whole round. And on this particular blanket that I'm working on now, I think it takes about 45 minutes to get around it. That's how wide it's gotten. And he still hasn't come. And he still hasn't called me back, y'all. So I don't know. I think I'm about ready to take my clothes off and get ready to have me some lunch. May have me some peaches and a cheese sandwich. I think that's what I'm gonna have. I got my mind set on that. Which, I mean, if we had gone out, then I would have had, I would have eaten out. I would have found some of that nasty food that's out there. And I would have eaten some of it anyway, because I don't really feel like cooking on this blue Monday. And the weatherman says it's going to be blue all day and expect some rain. And they actually had a tornado yesterday. I'm like, well, where was I at when all this was going on? They said it was in Summers. I mean, which Summers is quite a ways from here. But the thing is, I don't remember getting all that rain either. I knew I took a nap, but I don't know what happened, y'all. I'll tell you nothing but the truth. But I know it didn't come here. I just know we didn't have all that rain and stuff. Sometimes, New Haven is a hit and miss. It might do it all around everywhere except where we are. Anyhow, and so I'm about to call my son again to see if he found his keys before I disrobe, because I'm about to disrobe. And as you could see, this is what I got sitting out here. Wait a minute. I can't. Where is this? Oh, well, I got it turned the wrong way. This is what I got sitting out here. So something must have went down. Or it's about to go down, y'all. And so I'm waiting for my son. to see, I'm going to call him because he hasn't called me back. I mean, how long does it take you to find a key? If you, come on now, where your keys at? But anyway, I discovered I've got ants. That's why all this is out here. First I had this and I realized, okay, that's for flying insects. This is for those creepy crawlers. And this is what I need, this one. And as you could see, this is where I eat at. I eat right here. And this is where I saw the ant. One was actually crawling on my arm. He had gotten up here on my desk. And I felt something on my arm. And I said, I sort of just brushed it off. I thought, oh my goodness, it's a gnat. This is what I'm thinking because I have gnats, which I haven't seen. I think I did see a couple in the kitchen, the fruit flies or whatever the people want to call them. I call them a pest. Anyhow, right up here on my desk. I had my arm up here on the desk, and I felt something crawling. You could feel something foreign on your body. And so I had glanced down and I just flipped it off. And I realized it was an ant. Little teeny ones. The littlest possible ones that looks like to me that you see. Not them great big black ones. Because, honey, if it had been them big black ones, I would have been spraying right now probably. But I didn't want to spray because this is where I sit all the time and I eat all the time. And so what I was going to do is as soon as my son comes to tell me he's outside, I'm going to spray right down here. Because this has been a long time since I've seen some ants in my house, even though I'm on the first floor. And I have seen them tunnel up through here, believe me, when I first moved here. But I sprayed around, and I think that raid, it keeps on keeping them out. Because this has been a long time, and I've been eating over here for a long time. Popcorn's on the floor. Every now and then, drop a little something else down here if I don't sweep it up. But I usually take my little whisk broom and, just sweep up around here where the, what you call is, until I get a chance to vacuum. But matter of fact, I should get me a smaller vacuum because that vacuum cleaner is it's a Hoover. My grandson gave it to me. But the thing is, it's heavy. I mean, I've got to really get some muscle up in here to use, and it's awkward, And so I would rather just have a sweeper. I used to have a Hoover sweeper, and not my granddaughter, but my daughter came to stay with me. This is when I lived in the other apartment. I had upstairs and downstairs. I had a vacuum. I had a sweeper upstairs. And then, because there was carpet everywhere. Carpet. And I had a sweeper upstairs because I didn't have the vacuum up there as much as I did downstairs, because downstairs was like the heavy traffic area. And so I had a upright vacuum cleaner over there. And my daughter, she stayed with me for a while. I think it was about a month, because she went to work for a while she was here, because she was living in North Carolina then too. But anyway, she used the vacuum cleaner and something apparently got I don't know exactly what happened to the vacuum cleaner. She didn't tell me. I didn't ask. Well, I didn't know it until after she had left to go back to North Carolina. I never did ask her, what happened to the vacuum cleaner? And why didn't you tell me what happened? But she just left a broken vacuum cleaner up there. And so, it was a Hoover upright. Not a Hoover upright, but a Hoover sweeper. And that's what I want. I want another one of those. That thing pick up, everything. I believe it'll suck up your toe if if you get in the way. But that's a Hoover in there. Hoover is good. It's a good vacuum cleaner, for the most part. That one in there is a good vacuum cleaner, but I don't understand the heaviness of it. It's heavy. And so, anyway, whether my son, I was getting ready to say my husband, oh my. What has came over me this Monday morning? What has possessed me to say husband? As soon as my son comes, as soon as my son, if he comes, I'm going to call him, like I said, as soon as I get through making this video. And I'm going to sweep around here, vacuum around here, you know, where I'm sitting. And we're going to spray. See, that way I go in my bedroom. I'm not going to go outside. See, if he was coming, it would be just the opposite, just the other way around. I would go outside. And then, you know, the air conditioner is on, so by the time we get back, this would be gone. I actually saw a little ant pick up a piece of popcorn, what it looked like. It wasn't a whole piece, you know, it was like a broken off piece of popcorn. They say they can carry, I think it's 10 pounds their weight. I mean, 10 pounds, I think, wait a minute, 10 times their size. They can pick that up. If you ever watch them work, y'all, they're some busy little creatures. I wish I had some of that. Get up and go. But anyway, let me show you my curtains. They came today. I got to get up for this one. It came from Amazon. I just ordered them yesterday. I can't wait to see how they're going to look hanging up. And they are 70 inches wide. So, you know, this is doubled here. Let's see. Let's see if I can set this. Let's see if I can set this camera down. And they are something different. See how wide they are? They're like, I can't even stretch it out in front of this camera. But they're like 70 inches. I may not need, but I think I just need one on each window because they are wide. And the color, let's see, is this, that looks too light. But anyway, it's like a teal color. I ain't crazy about the color, you know, because I was expecting them to be a little more, I don't know what I was expecting. Because they are something, you know. Let me see how they look next to these pillows. I don't know, y'all. They're 84. These are 84s. Huh? Let me see if I can get over here. Let me see. See? That's pretty good, I think. Close. And I think I'll keep the red pillows, and those over there, they gotta go. I think they're like oranges. Matter of fact, I bought the wrong color over there. So I might get some material and cover those in another, maybe cover them in teal or something. But my little bicycle, I don't know if you could see my bicycle that I showed you before. I'm going to keep the bicycle because it sort of matches, you know. But those orange ones, and I got one black and white pillow. I don't know why I did that. I think I saw the black and white, liked the black and white, bought the black and white. Saw the orange, a little off color, bought the orange. That was crazy though, to buy the orange. That was real crazy. But I have a tendency of doing that. I have a tendency of, if I see something I like, I just grab it and bring it on home. And that's just the way it's been for the last 3 or 4 years. I think 4 years. I'm trying to think, when did I get that living room set? I think it's about 4 years old. Because my table set is it's almost 2 years old. I don't know, y'all. But anyway, we're going to change things in here. Matter of fact, that's what I was gonna get white curtains. I don't care for draperies that much no more. I'm going for the curtain type thing. I like curtains. The easier. That's what I'm going for, y'all. Just put up some different curtains. Oh, I'm gonna keep this rug for a while longer. And I'm hoping that the office is going to replace this carpet and, just change up a little bit. And I think once you change up and, get a different atmosphere around you, you feel better. Your house looks better, you feel better, and it's like having a new lease on life. You feel good inside. And I felt good inside earlier because I thought my son was coming. Speaking of my son, let me get up here and because I've been up here I ain't mean to stay up here this long, but I'm gonna call him back and see what the story is because I'm getting ready to have me some lunch because I've been up since early this morning, and I had me some apple pie for breakfast. You know that thing I made. Well, I don't know who was watching it, but I made that apple pie, you make with the crescent rolls. And I had some of that for breakfast so I could take my pills. I'm not going to have it for lunch. I may have another piece for dinner. And now I'm thinking of having peaches, canned peaches and cheese sandwich. That would do me. I don't know why there's such a glare comes on these glasses, which I should have turned the TV off. That's my bad right there. I know better. I've been videotaping long enough to know better. And there goes my tongue again. Got that gum. Get rid of it. Making my tongue look white. And anyway, I will let y'all see the results once I get my curtains up. And we shall see. I hope it don't look too dark. Because they say they were blackout. They're blackout curtains. I mean, I don't want people from the outside to be able to see in, but I don't want black, black. But I keep my lights on anyway. Well, we'll see. Here I go rambling again. Okay, it's 1 o'clock, y'all. It's time for me to take my clothes off. And I will show you the results when they get up. Bye-bye.